Hi everyone, my name's Pan. Welcome to another edition of Bluebird Corner, the Cardiff City Fans podcast. If you do subscribe to the channel, we would really appreciate it, as this podcast is for Cardiff City fans. So let's have a look forward to the game on Saturday, back to league football after the international break. Sorry, I haven't done a podcast for a week or two. I was going to do one last Tuesday, but it was quite busy. So we're back on track from this week. Disappointing, obviously, results for Wales. The rat on the pitch was quite a funny story, though. So let's have a look at the fixture. So we're playing Reading at Cardiff City Stadium this Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. You know the format. We'll have a look at some past form between the two clubs, the records for City against Reading, and we'll also look at some past players who played for both sides, some famous players for Reading, and then we'll bring up the likely teams for Saturday's match and formations, and we'll put a prediction in at the end. So City have played Reading 78 times. They've won 25. They've drawn 24. And the last time we played Reading was in 2023 when we beat them 1-0 at home. And our last defeat was in 2022 when we lost at their ground 2-1. Now, City's biggest win over Reading was when we were in 1930, going back many years. We beat them 5-0 at home. But our record against Reading in recent years is really poor, with only 3 wins in the last 18 games. In 2006, some City fans may remember we lost 5-2 away in a championship game. Now, players that have played for City and Reading that you might remember, one of the most famous, or if not the most famous, is Robin Friday, Junior Hoylett for more recent years, Chris Gunter, Adam Lafond, Lyndon Jones, Jason Bowen, Joey McAnuff, Yaku Mate, and Andy Rinamoto, just to name but a few. As regards to famous players, past famous players that played for Reading, well, some older fans will remember players like Kerry Dixon before he went to Chelsea, Neil Webb, who obviously had a really good career with Forest and Man United, Laurie Sanchez, Trevor Senior, Jimmy Quinn, Shaka Hislop, Phil Parkinson, who's now manager of Wrexham, and some of their other famous recent players would be Graham Murty and Stephen Sidwell. And some of you will also remember that Steve Coppell, famous Manchester United player, he actually managed Reading when they had some of their best times in the history. They were promoted to the Premier League in 2006. Now, Reading expected to bring 2,400 fans to the City Stadium, so there should be a crowd of nearly 19,000. So it should be a great atmosphere. Now, Reading haven't started well at all. I actually predicted, they finished nearly around, was it 9th last season? And obviously, I thought they would be a team who were going to be up there in the top 6 this season, but they really started poorly. They're currently 19th in the table, and they've only won 2 games out of 10. The last league win at home was to Orient 2-1 on September the 20th. Their start to the season was really shocking. They lost their first 3 league games, to Lincoln, Huddersfield and Wimbledon. And they didn't win a game till the end of August when they beat Port Vale at home 1-0. Now, Noel Hunt is their manager. The Irishman's been charged since 2024. And he's under increasing pressure with his job on the line, and he could be a couple of games away from the sack. They're only, they're scoring a goal a game. They're in a position no one really expected at this stage of the season. Obviously, the manager's under pressure. The expectations there at Reading are definitely to be challenging for the playoff. I talked to a couple of Reading fans today, and they were really shocked that they started so poorly. But they can see some signs of improvement. But they basically said unless Noel Hunt really improves the side dramatically over the next few games, he could be gone. Now, as far as the teams are concerned, well, we expect City to start, obviously, with Trott in goal. NG, I think, offers a bit more cover defensively, so he may well start instead of Capaccio. And I think Fish and Lawler will be the centre-half partnership with Bagan on the left, Wintle in front, probably the Colwell brothers in the middle, and I think Kellyman might start with Willock on the other wing. And I think Robinson seems to be more effective in a BBM team setup than Salic, but Salic obviously has still got a lot to contribute in the team, and he offers something different. So I would start with Robinson at home. As for Reading, as I said, they've really started poorly, but Pereira will probably be in goal with a back four of Ahmed, Burns, Dorset, and Jacob. A midfield three of Doyle, Wing is probably their best player, Lewis Wing, and Charlie Savage, the son of Robbie Savage, and a front three of Chiarara, Mariette, who was signed from Wrexham, and Lane. As regards to predictions, well, on paper, City should win this game. Obviously, City fans will remember our two recent games where, we've conceded a lot of goals in the league. Obviously, we lost to Newport, didn't we, in that trophy game? So it's been a bit up and down lately at home. We really need to tighten up at the back. It was a great game against Leyton Orient. It was edge of the seat stuff, but let's be honest, we should have easily lost that game, and we were well beaten by Bradford. So we really need to get a solid performance tomorrow. I'm going to go for 2-1. I think we should be good enough to beat Reading. As I said, they're not on form at all. And although they've got, players to watch for them is definitely Lewis Wing. He's got a few goals from last season. He is a decent midfield player. But I think, as I said, we should win this game 2-1, keep us in the top three, or maybe move us up even higher. It'd be great to hear what you think in terms of the team. Do you think that NG would be a better option than Capaccio? I think Capaccio from the bench would be a good option. He did really affect well with Kellyman, didn't he, on that right? And do you agree with Law and Fish as a central defence? Your partnership, when you have Robinson instead of Salic? And it'd be great to hear what you think the result will be, because obviously the last few games I predicted, I got them badly wrong. So I did actually predict, that we'd lose to Orient on purpose. I think because my predictions have been out the window. So yeah, it'd be good to hear what you think in this one, what the score will be, and we shall see you probably post match on Saturday night. Have a good evening. Take care.